All right. So for number 1, the directions said, find the volume of each composite figure, round to the nearest tenth if necessary. This one's a little trickier. We have 2 different shapes. Again, we're finding the volume, all right? So we're going to use the volume of, I think I can tell this is like a rectangular prism for the bottom shape. However, what is the top shape? What is the top shape? This is the top shape. What is this kind of shape called?
Triangle.
Yes.
Rectangular prism.
What is that?
Rectangular prism. Triangular prism.
Triangular prism, because the 2 parallel sides are triangles, so that is your base, technically, is the triangle part. Let's start with the easier part. Let's go with the rectangular prism volume. So if we look at our notes, it says the volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. Everyone must write this. Who can tell us what they think the length is? Of, just again, we're looking only at this shape down here, okay? Just the rectangular, the box-like shape. What is the length? Yeah.
1.8.
Sure, 1.8. Times what is the width? What is
1.1.
good? 1.1. And then what about the height? Yeah.
0.8.
0.8. Awesome. Why don't you guys grab your calculators? Multiply those out. Do not round. Keep everything like it is. So we got 1.8 times 1.1 times 0.8 equals, volume equals 1.584. Is that the volume of my entire composite figure? No, just that rectangular prism on the bottom. Now, the top one, we called it a triangular prism, which is V equals capital B, lowercase h. This gets a little tricky. The base. What is the shape of the base?
Square.
What do you think?
Square. Triangle.
Why is it a triangle and not the rectangle? Because we're so used to, I'll try to erase this so you can see a little better. We're so used to the bottom part of the shape is the base. Typically it is. It always is with like a pyramid, okay? However, the rule with a triangular prism is that it's the 2 parallel sides. So you have the 2 triangles, all right? So the base is the area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle is 1/2. What is the base? What is this line here? It's not on your paper. However, it's the same as this one here. So what is the base of that triangle? Yep.
1.8.
Good. 1.8. What is the height of the triangle? What's the height of the triangle? Yes. Yeah.
0.7.
Good. So 0.7. Now, this is what's even more difficult. Now we need to find the height of the prism. That's different. The height of the prism is the length or the measurement from both triangles. So we could use this one, or this one back here. It doesn't matter. So does anyone know what this length is right here? Yes.
1.1.
Yeah, even though it doesn't say, we know it's the same as this one. So we're going to do 1.1. All right, grab those calculators. What do we type in for a half?
0.5.
0.5, or you could divide the whole thing by 2 at the end. So 0.5 times 1.8 times 0.7 times 1.1 equals, volume equals 0.693. What do I still need to do? I have the volume of a triangular prism and a rectangular prism. However, we still need to do what? Yep. Add them. So take that 0.693, it's still on my calculator, plus 1.584. This gives me 2.277. The directions say round to the nearest tenth. Is the 7 going to keep it the same or bump it up?
Up it up.
Good. So volume equals 32.3 cubic meters. Okay. We are going to actually skip down to number 7 because number 7's directions now say find the surface area of the figure in exercise 1. So they want us to come all the way back up to this original problem here. Now find the surface area, which I think is a little more difficult. So let's go on to this one. All right. So, this is maybe what I would do. I'm going to take and draw this rectangle, maybe sketch it out, and it is 1.8 by, what's the height of that one? Yeah?
0.
Yeah, it's the same as that one here, so 0.8. How many of these do we have that are congruent? Anyone know? Yeah.
4?
It's only 2 because the sides are actually a different length. So I'm going to just jot in here that I have 2 of these. All right? Let's go on to the side view now. So let's take this one. So that rectangle is 0.8. But what this time, what is the base of it? Do you see that difference?
Yeah.
It's 1.1. How many of these rectangles do we have? Yep.
2.
2. So I'm going to just jot a 2 in here so I remember I have 2 of those. Let's then now, so I've done the 4 sides. Let's do the bottom of that rectangle. So the bottom is going to be 1.8 and 1.1. So 1.8 and 1.1. How many of these rectangles do we have? Yeah, we only have 1. Good. I'm going to erase a little of this. We got to keep going though. Let's go ahead and look at these rectangles up here. All right. So can anyone tell what is the length, or sorry, the base and the height? Okay, yes.
The base is 0.8 and the height is 1.14.
Okay, so the base is 0.8 and the height is 1.14. How many of these do we have? Yep, 2. And then, make sure it's done before you come, and then I'll look it over. What's up?
Isn't the 1.1?
I'm sorry, hold on. Oh, yeah. It's 1.1. Sorry if I wrote that, or said it wrong too. 1.1. Because it's this is 1.1, this is 1.14. The last one that we want to talk about is this triangle. Let's draw the triangle. What is the height? Remember, the height is the perpendicular line. Yep.
0.7.
0.7. And then what is the base of this triangle? Yep.
1.8.
1.8. Now this formula is different. What's the formula for a triangle's area?
Half base height.
Yep, A equals 1/2 base times height. And then how many triangles do you have that are the same? Yep.
2.
Okay, so just remember you have 2 of these. What is the formula that you will use for these rectangles? What's the formula you use for like a parallelogram?
A equals BH.
Yeah, A equals base times height. This one, once you solve it, you need to multiply it by 2. Once you solve this one, you need to multiply it by 2. Once you solve this one, you need to multiply it by 2. Once you solve this one, do you need to do anything?
No.
Because there's only one of those. What do you do after you have like 5 different answers? What are you going to do with all of those answers? Add them all up, and then you will have the surface area equals whatever, and then it will be meters squared. All right, so you still have some work to go, but that's the start of it.